Choosing your website platform, your software, where your site is going to live. So I'm going to lay out a few scenarios as far as different software options, what I use, what I used to use, why I switched, the worst software you could absolutely use, hands down, and then you're going to make a decision. I also have some resources, as always, in these lessons below. There will be text, there will be links if needed, and any clarifications as well. So always read the text of the lesson as well. There's some helpful stuff in there in case I forget to mention it on the actual recording like this. Let's jump into platforms. I used to host my nutrition business. My entire holistic nutrition practice was based on online courses, Zoom one-on-ones here and there, some group programs, and memberships eventually. So there was quite a progression, a lot of different things that I offered. There was a lot. It's been an evolution. Yours might have been a similar story thus far. We are going to streamline that. We are going to make it the most profitable possible by having one premium offer that you sell on your website. But your sell might, and we'll talk about this in a future lesson, might actually be getting on a discovery call with you, not selling an actual product or service. So back in the day, I used a Squarespace website with ConvertKit for my email service provider, and then I hosted my courses on Teachable. These are very common platforms. They have changed a lot over the years. They weren't as user-friendly back in 2015 when I started my practice and I made my first website on Squarespace. Much more user-friendly now. You may use them yourself or you may have heard of them. All great options, okay? They all kind of have to talk to each other since they're different platforms. They have to talk to each other through automations that you set up one time, sometimes multiple times if they don't play nice, which definitely does happen. But usually it's pretty streamlined to get everything talking to each other. You just have different platforms for different parts of your business. What I use now is an all-in-one platform called Kajabi that I am absolutely in love with. It makes my heart pitter patter. You're going to see a lot of videos of me showing you behind the scenes of my Kajabi setup because even though you're going to be able to take everything I teach and use it on any website, obviously I'm going to be showing you on mine and it's in Kajabi. So you're about to see behind the scenes of what that looks like. When I say all in one, what I mean is that my email list, my courses, membership, my landing pages, my everything is in Kajabi. You're going to see all of it. The funnels, everything that happens in my business happens in Kajabi and Zoom, those two together. So why you make a decision on one platform and you don't second guess it and you move forward. A word of caution before we talk any more about that though is in regards to WordPress. I have to talk about WordPress a little bit because WordPress is so stinking hard. And if you are watching this video right now and you have tried to start a WordPress website yourself and it was so confusing and such a steep learning curve that you just quit and thought that websites are hard, take a deep breath. It's all going to be okay because WordPress is hard and it's not going to always have to be that hard, and we're not going to do it on WordPress. WordPress is kind of free depending on what plugins you pay for to optimize and to have all the bells and whistles that you want. So it's very customizable. And this is why people love WordPress if you are a web designer. And if you are a web designer, you already know what I'm talking about, but you're probably not watching this video because you probably moved on from your site a long time ago. So I assume if you're watching this, you are not a web designer and you don't speak the language of WordPress and you don't need all of these customizations. We are making a very lean and mean website that is going to work, and you're going to be able to change things when you need to. Huge concern with WordPress is because of the really steep learning curve to get it up and running and to change anything. Most people that hire out a web developer that end up building them a WordPress website, and this has happened to me, aren't able to edit and add and delete websites because it's just so hard. But word of caution is if you are trying to make a WordPress website work right now and you're in the midst of it, that would be maybe the only time where I would suggest you do probably want to switch platforms. It'll make your life easier in the long run. So with that being said, it's time for you to make a decision on your website platform.